EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Should be a wet one. Off we go from Denver. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
And they will finally run him down up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And now they're faced with a fourth and goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
At their own 31-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Go! Go get him, go get him, go get him! Cowboy 80!
Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton, in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And he's into the end zone. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it's going to be 3rd down. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. He'll get that complete to Jason Brownlee. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's Dobbins. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
the ground. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. That is into the hands of Wicks. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's a designed run. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jeffrey Bassa getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline to the 40s. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
First and 10 for Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's a handoff. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be stopped well short of the 1st down. Gain of 6, but it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver.
The Chiefs make over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. Play fake. Now it's, and the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here, backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll go with the counter on 1st down. He'll get about 2. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Patrick to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready? Got it. Timberwolf.
Now it's Dobbins. Finds room inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
23 more yards. That's another Broncos first down.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss of 3.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
And he'll get about halfway there. It's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired.
To the goal line and in. Roy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second TD catch of the season. Ryland's kick here is good. Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. On first down, it's Mahomes. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
He'll look to throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This officially a 58-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. 36-yard line.
ready. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
And the Broncos, first down.
Go!
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. We'll try and run right on the option. Oh, the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs.
And we talked about it during the break. If they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get some kind of spark going. And, well, the first drive of this half, the defense has certainly done their part, and now it's up to the offense to do something with it.
Now a run on first down. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
On the pickup, it's second and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 8.
Yellow.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Third, they need 8.
Yellow, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. A gain of 16 on that pass play. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Yellow.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 24 now, here's second and 1. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, first down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's a third and 10. Now the Chiefs could call the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down. Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Penn State. Into space. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Denver. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick 6 here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Yellow. Where's it?
Now a give on the ground, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Where's it?
They'll try the right side this time. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
And it's
Yellow.
3rd down.
Where's it?
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. They gain 18 yards on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Yellow.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Play action here. Mahomes. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
The tight end motioning left here. Following the penalty, he'll run it.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Yeah, and he will get into the end zone. Carson Steele. Touchdown, KC. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A short one taken at the 10. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run, and he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
At the 44-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and six.
Third and 6.
Ready? Cougar 19. Cut.
They'll look to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here is the option, running right, and he pitches it. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
12 more yards.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Check out.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
From the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Go. Ready.
Now an option here. Left side. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's in. Devon Baylor. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chiefs 10.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Bonito on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Now, Mahomes. Quick throw here is complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Gray is the motion man here. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Ready. Cougar 19.
A run with Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
He'll give it to Dobbins.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Broncos add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes back to the right side here. Passes caught. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, KC.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense get a little lackadaisical.
A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 32 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a gain.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They get the home victory here in the division.